What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Listen. Listen. Bitch. I've been sitting up in this chair for the past... Since I fucking got home from work. Okay? Since I fucking got home from work. And shit still ain't up. And I've been sitting up in this chair editing, recording, and all that just to get shit out for y'all, okay? But I wanted to put this on the schedule so that y'all can have this in the morning. Most of the videos probably gonna be up in the morning because, bitch, it's already 11 o'clock at night. And I did remember that I do got 2 videos to do tomorrow as well. So, whatever. Anyway, that is not what we're here about. We are here because I just want to talk about some things that I've been watching. And I'll discuss a show, you know. That y'all won't let me not talk about. I'm like, God damn, I didn't told y'all how I felt about the shit. But fuck it. Since y'all want me to talk about it, I'll talk about it. Y'all know I give y'all what y'all want eventually. Okay? And y'all already know what that's about. I know they came out kind of hostile. And y'all probably like, bitch, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Personal, no. What is it called? Reasonable doubt. Okay? Reasonable doubt. So the season finale came on this past Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Oh, I said that like it was Tuesday. Like, bitch, I said that shit like today's Saturday or Sunday. This past Tuesday. It came on yesterday, okay? Now, if you're watching this, I hope that you didn't already looked at the finale or whatever. Like I told you guys, I didn't feel like the show was good enough for me to do an episode by episode review of it. I didn't want to point out each episode, all of the negativities. Baby, I'm already doing that with a couple of Tyler Perry shows. I don't need to do that with another black show. I just don't want to do that, you know. But the show got potential. Baby, it be so goddamn dusty in this bitch. What is going on? It's like the second video. Y'all see me just... Oh, okay. It's because when I got this ring light on, and the ring light is just bringing it all out. Like, you can really see it when usually I just don't see the shit. But anyway, fuck all that. Reasonable doubt. Okay. It was 8 episodes. Okay. And how do I feel about it? I feel like the show, after watching all 8 episodes, is my opinion about it still the same as it was when I initially started watching it. Somewhat. Somewhat in the sense that probably I would say around the 5th episode, maybe the end of the 4th or whatever. I don't know. Halfway through the season, we're just going to say it got a little bit better for me. It got a little bit better, and it's still not enough for me to individually review, but it's good enough for me to do something like this, like a little wrap up, and give my overall opinion about it. It's decent. I see the potential. I really do wish that they could, you know, at this, I wanted them to get another actress, and that's what it been for me. The actress playing Jax, the main character, I want somebody else to play her. I don't know, she seems just so fake. It seems so forced with her acting, you know, to portray a certain emotion, to portray a certain situation. It just seems so forced, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's been throwing me off or whatever. But it's not enough for me not to watch it and to talk about it with y'all right now. I see where they're going with the 2nd season. Hopefully they do get a 2nd season, because now I'm all in, you know. But yeah. Did I see that shit coming at the end? No, but it was so fucking obvious. But just like, you don't want to see the obvious happening, and you're just going so you're like, they can't do that. That's too fucking obvious. It has to be a twist. That wouldn't make sense if this happened. And I feel like they did a good job on that. Because I thought it was totally different. I literally thought that man didn't do that shit. And I did not think the person who kidnapped Jax was the person that kidnapped Jax, okay? Bitch. I hope they make it. Bitch, that just was not on my radar, okay? It really wasn't. You know, I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was sitting up in here. Bitch, let me tell you something. After the end of episode 7, when she was like, I know who killed Kalisha. Baby, I was sitting here like, damn, bitch, who the fuck killed her? I literally sat here Monday night at 11 o'clock when it came on Hulu, because it came on 11 o'clock my time, p.m. I laid up in this bed and I watched the whole episode before I went to sleep. I said, fuck that shit. I need to see what happened, okay? It kind of hooked me a little bit in that sense. I'm glad that Michael Ealy is not coming back for next season. Because I just didn't buy his role, you know. And if you did not hear me talk about it before, I didn't buy his role because I'm just so used to seeing him not in this type of character. He has not been that versatile of an actor for a minute. Like when we first saw him in Barbershop, he was Ricky or whatever, and he was like the little, you know, I guess you want to call it the little homeboy on the street or whatever with the criminal back record or whatever, you know, a little hard or whatever. He played that shit off well, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, he elevated, he went to the suit and tie type of thing or whatever, kind of stalkerish in one movie. But then it was mostly like, you know, he was corporate or he was, you know, straight-laced and all that shit. But now all of a sudden you're a hardened criminal that really didn't do anything, but then you was doing illegal stuff that got you in trouble, and you was hanging around the wrong crowd. You go to jail for killing somebody that you did not kill, but possibly after looking at the end of this, I think he did at this point. Like, he probably really was guilty. You know, I don't know. That's to neither here nor there. But, and then you get out of jail after serving time for something that you said that you didn't do, and then you cop the plea to get you out early, and then your brother, see, the brother pissed me off, okay? The brother did not give a damn that his big brother was up in jail for all that time. And then you give him a job. You hold it over his head that daddy gave him the shop and all that shit. That's why he called me Junior or whatever. I don't know if was he the little brother or the big brother. Who cares? Either way, he wasn't a good brother. Because a good brother and a brother's keeper would have did everything that they needed to do to keep their brother or their family out of illegal shit. No, he wanted to put him back into illegal shit, and I did not appreciate that. And then got pissed off in the last episode when he told him that he couldn't do it. And then when he said, oh, I can't do this no more, he was like, oh, so you finna do this over there, bitch? Over that bitch? Now, see, when he was saying all that shit about Jax, I just didn't appreciate that. And at that moment, I wanted Damon to fucking fuck his ass up. But see, he wouldn't do that because that's his brother. I said, so you do got good character about you to a certain extent, but you a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't wrapped all the way tight. And I understand it because you was locked down for a minute. You know, he had to tell us all the stuff that was going on in there. I said, I get it. But baby, this is the reason why y'all can't be together. You need to go to therapy, boo-boo. You know, or talk to somebody, baby, because you ain't ready for no relationship. But Jax needs to be disbarred. I hate to say that, but she do a little bit, just slightly. I be thinking like, this lady up here fucking clients. Now, which I said, if you allowed yourself to get this deep involved with Damon all these years, you know what I'm saying, and then y'all get together after he get out, baby, how many other clients have you done this shit with? It makes me think that. I'm sorry. It just makes me think that. I mean, sometimes it could be a one-time thing, and I'm pretty sure it never happened again after this experience. But it just makes me think that, like, girl, how many other clients have you been fucking around with like this? Or at least playing around. Y'all seen that episode? I know if you hear, you watch the whole thing, okay? So the episode when they did the flashback to when she was in starting off and she was the defense attorney and she first get, you know, introduced to Damon or whatever. And then they get close and all that stuff. Like, he was flirting and shit. Bitch. I said, is it the eyes? Is it the eyes? Because I ain't seen nothing else. I ain't seen nothing else because you girls love some cute eyes. Y'all love the light eyes, you know, because back in the day, I ain't even gonna lie. When I was in my first little kindergarten boyfriend, he was light skinned and he had light eyes. Okay, he had them light green eyes or whatever. He had a little high top fade and all that stuff or whatever. I said, first of all, it was straight up 90s shit. It was straight up 90s shit. It was straight up 90s shit, bitch. But we had that right. And you know, in 4th grade, it was this dude named Ronald. He probably don't know me no more, but all the girls love him, and he was in my class or whatever. All the girls love him. He was tall. He was light-skinned. He was cute. I ain't gonna lie. Because sometimes you could be light-skinned, you could be tall, you can have them light eyes, and you could be ugly as hell. Or I should say, as I always say, facially challenged, okay? But he was cute. He was cute, and he had green eyes, okay? Baby, we all loved him. We all loved him, okay? I'm just saying. So I was like, Jax, is that what it was? You know, and his little smooth talking and all that shit. I guess. Because then at one point they was talking on the phone. And he got a whole phone in the jail. I said, now why we got this whole phone up in jail? Huh? What is going on? And then you calling Jax at night. And then, baby, she laying up in the bed. And she playing with herself. And he ain't even doing nothing. I said, Jax. Jacqueline. Move your hand. Move your hand. You're nasty. Okay. I said that girl, and even then, it didn't do nothing for me because I just didn't like her sounds. And then she was like, oh my God, what are you doing to me? I said absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, Jacqueline. Okay? Nothing. Move your hand and go to sleep. All right? God damn. Anyway, you know, he thought he knew he did some shit too. The way he was just standing there just looking at the wall. I said, He was man fucking her through the phone. He was phone fucking her through the phone without even doing anything. I said, bitch, that is kind of powerful. That's some power right there. I do that to one of y'all, but no, let me take that back. I don't like the way that sounded, okay? You know, I give consent. I do stuff with consent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I was just like, all right. And then the shit with her and her husband, it was just so twisted. I was like, are y'all getting a divorce or not? Okay? Like, y'all both fucking around on each other. And to be quite honest, Malcolm should have divorced her ass. Malcolm should have divorced Jax because Jax, as soon as they got separated, she was fucking everybody and their mama. Which, I mean, I guess. But then when it comes to the conclusion where, you know, he actually says the word divorce, then you want to say, I want my family, I don't want no divorce. But you over here playing boyfriend and girlfriend with goddamn Damon, getting his hopes up. Granted, she never said that they was in a relationship. Even though they was doing relationship shit, but they never said that they was in a relationship. I mean, they was dating or they was just kicking it or whatever, but she never said that they was in a relationship. And I'm saying that for a reason because the shit that happened in the last episode, I was just like, dude, that was your fault, to be quite honest. Because you the one that assumed that y'all was official like that. Meanwhile, what else? Her kids, that little boy, first of all, y'all know he a single, right? I seen that shit on the Neighborhood Talk. Like, he was up in the studio and he was really giving a whole performance. I said, he want to be Chris Brown so bad. He want to be Chris Brown mixed with a little bit of a Marion so goddamn bad. But, I'ma listen though. He was doing all of that. And so, what ends up happening? He was just too smart at the mouth, okay? From episode 1 to the end of the episode, I just didn't like him. You know, and you're not supposed to say that about kids, but I get it because, you know, like they said, divorce and separation and shit, it affects the kids. It's not just the parents and the adults. It's the kids too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let him pass. He was just acting out. Jack's stepdaddy and her mama. The mama ain't shit. And I don't like the way that they played them. It's like, we build it up, like, ever since, you know, Paul was introduced, even just the name and the way that Jax reacted to him or whatever, we knew right then and there that something, like, not right, probably in the range of molestation or whatever happened between Paul and Jax. And we come to the conclusion, yes, he was grooming her. He tried to get in her bed. He was touching her, you know, inappropriately. She did tell her mom, but of course the mom took him back. You know, he had a drinking problem. They chalked it up to him drinking. She took him back. And even when, you know, she confronted this man on his deathbed, of course he gonna say, well, if that's your truth, because I don't remember it like that. I said, oh my God. Nigga, you about to die and you still can't die with a unguilty conscience? Wow. Okay, you said I'm taking this shit to the grave, and that he did. And when Jax finally told her mother what was up, the mom still had this type of, what? I'm so tired of getting these fake ass emails from people trying to work with shit. Girl, let me delete that shit. But no, like the mom just didn't react the way that I wanted her to react. And you could tell, like, she was just giving me the tease of, you know, she'll put a man over her kids any day. That's what she was giving. That's really what she was giving. And even when Jax, as an adult, was trying to tell her what was going on, that she was being groomed and that he touched on different occasions and everything besides the one when he got in her bed, you know, she still wasn't saying like, oh, he was a bad man and I'm sorry that I didn't protect you from him or whatever. It was just weird. I just didn't like the mama, you know. Brayden, okay? Baby, when we found out what the fuck happened, and we found out that the killer really was Brayden, I said, bitch, what? That episode, was it last week's episode? When he was, first of all, Jax, like I said, you shouldn't have been up in that man's house. Okay? Granted, I get it, but I wouldn't have been up in that man's house for nothing. When it came out that he allegedly raped old girl, Kalisha, whatever, I wouldn't have been alone with him. Fuck all that shit, okay? And then you was up in there, the wife went to the room or whatever. You up, he drunk and all that shit. And then he tried to move on her. She was like, get the fuck back, bitch. And then that's when she realized that he was the one that killed the girl. I said, oh my God. And when they played it out and what happened, and she come to find out, we thinking that she did sign the NDA, right? And she knew that Theo, his friend, I said, you never trust. Anytime they have a black person in power and then a best friend or their partner is white, I never trust a partner that's white. I don't know why, but I just don't. And we saw in here why. Because, listen, Theo was embezzling money from the company, stealing from the company, and trying to steal the company from underneath Brayden. And Kalisha found out about it. That's why Theo had it out for Kalisha. So that's why I literally thought that he was the killer. Okay, coming the fuck to find out, Brayden had forged her signature because she did sign that NDA. She said, fuck you on the NDA. That's what she signed. And so he forged her signature, came back, bitch, and killed that bitch. I said, oh my God, why did you kill her like that? You didn't have to do that. Why you give... It'd be so funny to me. You get married to a white woman and cheat on that white woman with a black woman. And then she cheat on you with a black man. I mean, I guess. See, that part when the wife cheated on him with Kalisha's husband, I didn't understand that part. Like, what was the point? They made it seem like they was in cahoots to do some shit. And they really wasn't. Oh, girl, it's finally up, bitch. Hold on. Okay, I'm smiling at that one. I'm going to say that. I know y'all like, damn, girl, I'm trying to multitask because I'm trying to get this shit out here to y'all. Y'all been waiting long enough. Girl, put that on publish. And then let me go ahead and upload this one. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I just didn't understand that part. But when we found out that Brayden did that shit, and then the way that he threatened her, I said, baby, what would you have done? Like, you really can't just let your case go, because we already knew that Jax was going to win. They always set it up for her to win or whatever. I just knew she was going to win it. But she literally let a murderer get off. I mean, she did her job, because That's what a defense attorney is supposed to do. You know, it's supposed to provide reasonable doubt to the jury to make it seem like, baby, him or her couldn't possibly do this, even though the lawyer know that they did, you know. And so she really wanted to say, because her sister was coming at her, even Kalisha came at her about defending this man and all this shit or whatever, you know. And so she should have listened to her gut. But she went the other way and come to find out she was defending a murderer, you know. He was lying about the fact that he never killed anybody, because he has before. The guy that robbed him when he was younger, he shot him, okay? But when he threatened her up in that parking lot, I said, no. I said, now, Jax, what you gonna do about this? Girl, before she could do anything about this, bitch, Damon was the one that kidnapped her. And Damon went Unabomber crazy. I said, what the fuck is your problem? Oh, you did this shit to me, Jax. You was the one that had me thinking that I was gonna be all with you or whatever. You made me fall in love. You know, I ain't see no other thing but you and all this shit. I said, bitch, that is your fault. Ain't nobody tell you to fall in love with me, okay? Baby, you fell in love with me before I even gave you the puss. So what are you talking about? Okay? And I shouldn't have gave you none of that shit. You saw how he was deleting her messages and shit. I said, at that point, Damon, you had the fuck to go. Because what you're not going to do is go through my phone. That's what you're not going to do. Okay? And I said, she ain't had no passwords on her phone. Because how the fuck he get up in her phone? She was in the shower. And Will was texting her. And baby, at first, when the shit first came on, I really thought it was going to be Will. Because they did make it seem like he was a lovesick puppy after just having sex with her one time. Or one or twice time. Within them hours that they was together. Girl, after Damon beat his ass, he said, bitch, fuck y'all. I ain't never coming back over this bitch again. I said, I understand. I understand, Will. You know, it takes you to get your ass whooped sometimes to get the fucking memo. I said, now, Damon, I did not see him going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs like this. And then what he did to himself. I said, what? I said, a part of me felt like that was lazy. But at the same time, I was still sitting here like, because I just wasn't expecting it. I'm like, oh my God, that was kind of fucked up. But I'm glad that he ain't coming to season 2. Okay, he took himself out. Thank goodness, because he knew he was going to go back to jail. I said, so you get out of jail. You stay up in jail. Because you didn't do a crime. But then you got tired of being up in there. So you said, let me go ahead and cop this plea. Mind you, it was 16 years, bitch. 16 years, y'all. You cop this plea so you can go ahead and get out. Only to kill yourself. I said, bitch, what? Pussy is a dangerous thing, okay? It'll make a motherfucker go crazy. Look what just happened. I said, wow. Crazy. But what got me was the end when her friend called her and said, bitch, I done fucking killed my husband. And girl, I'm gonna need your help. And we saw that body on the goddamn floor. I said, bitch, first of all, the husband had it coming. He was a hotep ass nigga. He felt like if he controlled the wallet, he got control. He wanted to be the man. He the alpha man type of shit or whatever. I mean, he was cheating and doing all the shit on her. And did y'all see that episode when she was about to leave? He was like, get about the car then. You want to be Miss Independent? Go ahead and get your Uber. Go do this. And tried to roll off on her ass. I said, girl, sometimes it ain't worth just being with people that got money or whatever, or status. Because what you're not going to do is treat me like some type of dish rag. Okay, you're not gonna walk over me and make me just be the bearer of your kids. Girl, please. But see, I'm looking forward to see how they gonna do season 2. That's what I want to see. But I will say, if I had to give it a rating between 1 to 10, at the beginning, it was a 3. Now that the season has been over, I give it a 7.8. 7.8 out of 10. It was decent. It was decent. I ain't gonna trash the shit. I want some better actors, but I'll take what I can get. I'll take what we got. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. But, you know, before we move on, I want to talk about real briefly a little bit. Y'all, Killer Sally. Have y'all watched that on fucking Netflix? About the bodybuilder lady Sally that killed her husband, who was in there, who was a black man too, okay? Baby, all I'm gonna say about that, because it was only 3 episodes, and I really feel like, when did this happen? It happened on Valentine's Day. Let me pull it up. 19. Ooh, girl. She was married to Ray McNeil. Her name is Sally McNeil. And on Valentine's Day, back in 1995, I think, she killed her husband. I may have got the day wrong. Yeah, it was 95. She killed her husband. Basically, what was going on, and y'all, as soon as I seen that it was about bodybuilding shit, I already knew steroids had to have something to do with it, okay? I just did not like the way that trial went. And basically, when you watch Killer Sally, it's 3 episodes, and if you just watch them back to back, it'll go back real fast or whatever. She was in the military, or she was in the army. He was in the army at one point. You know, she started doing bodybuilding type of situation things, and he was too. And when she was doing it, it was around the time where women really wasn't in the sport. And then when they started getting into the sport of bodybuilding, you know, the people just didn't know what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? The competition and all that stuff. You know, you get with this guy named Ray. He wants to be Mr. Olympia, you know, do what he got to do. Then he started taking steroids, and I'm pretty sure she was taking roids too. You got the roid rage and everything that's going on. He was beating her ass, and I do believe he was beating her ass, okay? And I do believe she probably was beating his ass too, okay? Because if y'all both doing that shit, baby, it's a lot of shit that was probably going on up in that relationship. Plus, she had 2 kids from a previous relationship. You know, one thing about Sally gonna get her a black man. Her baby daddies was black, okay? And she got with him during the time, because she was born in 1960. She got with him during the time where, you know, they ain't really like that shit. Like, when her family found out that she was messing around with a black man, they just really wasn't here for that. And then found out that she was pregnant. Girl, please. Okay, I feel so sorry for the kids, mainly the son, the way his life just turned upside down. And then the fact that the daughter, she was also in an abusive relationship at one point. Sally was in jail. She got charged and we got put in jail for like, I think she was in jail for like 20 some years. She literally just got out, like probably last year or the year before. A couple of years ago, I believe, 2020. Something like that. It's been a minute since I watched it, so, you know, correct me if I'm wrong about the dates, but she's been out for a couple of years, and mama got remarried to another black man. I said, girl, all right. Yeah. But now, what I really wanted to touch on with this, because I literally just gave y'all the story, basically, he was beating her ass, and she just got tired of him beating her, according to her, of him beating her ass, and then he was cheating on her as well. But on Valentine's Day, I guess he was trying to whoop her ass or whatever. And so she shot his ass twice, you know, and killed him. But what bothered me is when I was looking at the, cause they showed the investigation when they was doing the, questioning, and they was questioning like the side chick and everything. Like, bitch had no emotion. She didn't care that he was married. She knew very much, but she didn't care. And the way that they tried to, the prosecutor set this whole thing up, and the way that they talked about her in the press or whatever, it goes to show how different things were back then than they are now. Because when I tell you, they made her out to be this type of person where, oh, she big, she a bodybuilder, she bigger than the average woman. You mean to tell me somebody that looked like her was getting her ass whooped? So therefore, how she gonna have battered women syndrome and all this shit? You mean to tell me she couldn't defend herself and everything? I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Mind you, this is the late 90s, mid 90s, okay? I said, bitch, this is disgusting. The way that they treated that trial, okay? And then, you know, it reminds me of the episode of one of the current episodes in the current season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, when Jen Shaw, said that her lawyer told her that she needs to stop taking Botox so that when she get up there and say some emotional stuff, the actual emotions can be shown on her face. That's what happened when she got up there on that stand. Sally, baby, she didn't show any real emotions because she just wasn't that type of person. Even though, you know, she did have the emotion. She just didn't show it because she was such a military type of person, and that military aspect was in her, and she didn't show it, and so it worked against her, you know. And then his friends get up there and basically on his side, basically trying to make it seem like, oh, she was always doing this, and she was always, you know, starting stuff and fighting with people and fighting him and all this shit. And I said, of course, y'all gonna get up here and you're gonna lie for your friend. And when I say lie, meaning basically put it all on her and make it seem like Mr. Ray ain't do shit. And you look at that motherfucker and you can tell that he did some shit. The friends ain't shit, okay? The friends really ain't shit. I mean, sometimes we don't want to hear the truth, and then even though we know the truth, we just don't want to put them on blast. But if I had a friend that was doing some shit like that, baby, I would have said something. I would have said something. You can't be my friend if I find out that you're an abuser. I don't be friends with abusers or whatever. You know, I would be on the victim side, okay? We're no longer friends anymore. But, of course, like I said, she got put in jail. They found her guilty. Oh my God, it was just the way that they treated her throughout this whole trial. It was disgusting. I said, baby, you go back and you look at the way the media, we talk about the media today. Oh, the media was so much, I don't know if it was worse back then or if it's worse now, okay? Because they did not have a lot of the things and a lot of the concepts that we have now. They didn't have none of that back in place. Battered women syndrome was just a new thing that was popping up that they didn't really talk about, you know what I'm saying? And it was just coming out, you know? And so that's why they was like, but bitch, you look the way that you look, and you mean to tell me you was getting your ass whooped? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, she muscular, but did you see how big that motherfucker was? You see how big that motherfucker was? Girl, at one point when she was talking about the way that he was eating steak after steak after steak, and then eggs after eggs after eggs after eggs. That was just for him in a day. I said, oh my God, the shit that y'all do to y'all body. Let me just say this, okay? That muscle worship stuff, like, I like a little muscle. Okay, let me tell you something. If I was into that in a guy, you can have a little bit of muscle, but when it gets to that point where you have like 0% body fat on you, I can see all of your veins, I can see all of your muscles through your skin, you know, and you're protruding, you're so big that you can't put your arms down, and that is not attractive to me. That is not attractive to me, okay? And I don't want to offend, in women, it's not attractive to me at all, but it's amazing, you know what I'm saying, to each his own. But it's just like, when I say attractive, meaning like, that's not my preference. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to offend, but, because I like a feminine body. You know what I'm saying? I do. I just have to put that out there. But, yeah, I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. I said, they really fucked her over. I feel like that prosecutor, and he was going to stand to his guns. He said, bitch, I said what I said, and I felt what I felt, and I feel like bitch did it. I said, oh my God, you still, even in 2022, you're going to feel this way? He said, hell the fuck yeah. I said, all right, at least you consistent with that shit. You said, bitch, I ain't finna change for nobody. I said, okay, you know, do what you do, bitch. I feel like he hate women. The way that he was saying the shit, it was like he hate women. You know, I don't know. I just got that feeling. But if you haven't watched Killer Sally, watch Killer Sally. What else have I watched on Netflix? Did I watch something else on Netflix? I know I'm watching Manifest now. I just watched the first episode of season 4. I gotta watch the rest of the season to see how that go. Angelina, bitch, she gotta die. She got that little girl calling, Anyway, moving on from there. That's not what we here for. Black. Wakanda forever. I don't want to be on here too long, because I'm not about to go scene by scene. I'm just going to go things that stood out in my mind about Wakanda forever. And I don't care if you didn't like it. I liked it. I loved it. Okay? I'm just putting that out there on the forefront, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be somebody that say, well, I didn't really like it like that. It was okay. That's fucking fine. I ain't asked you. Somebody just said, well, damn, bitch. No offense. But, cause, you know, sometimes when you be having, you be like, oh my God, I love this so much, and then you have that one comment and be like, well, bitch, it sucks. I'm like, what do you mean, what the fuck? Bitch, first of all, I be wanting to say, first of all, bitch, I ain't even fucking ask your ass, okay? But no, I keep it cute, because I be like, that's why I left the comments open so that y'all can get y'all opinions. But I like the movie. I saw it twice. I saw it twice over the weekend. I saw it Friday and I saw it Sunday. Girl, I did not expect to go into the movie and to cry as much as I did each time that I saw it. Now, some of y'all may not have shed a tear, but bitch, I shed a tear and I don't shed tears easily, okay? That opening scene, honestly, I can't believe that Chadwick Boseman is not here anymore. And I can't believe the way that he went out, mostly because no one knew he was as sick as he was. No one knew he was sick, but no one knew he was as sick as he was. And he kept that under wraps until he passed. And I still, till this day, damn, did my voice just shake? I still, till this day, think about when that picture came out of him and he was in that wheelchair, and I think they was wheeling him to the hospital, and people were saying mean things because he looked different. You know, I think another picture that came out, he was skinnier or whatever, and people were just talking mess. And then come to find out, he was actually dealing with a real illness. You know, he was literally dying. And people were talking cash shit. And that will never, ever go away from me. I will forever be pissed off about that and hurt about that. But when that beginning, and if you ain't seen Wakanda Forever at this point, and you don't want to hear no spoilers, I ain't finna spoil every goddamn thing, but I'm finna tell some shit that I remember that I want to talk about, you might as well just click the fuck off, because that's the end of the video. Just say it, okay? Because don't put, why you, because it's, baby, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. You should have saw it by now, okay? Or go see it this weekend. But when when it first comes on, they do the funeral. The way they did that funeral, like, I seen somebody that said on TikTok, they was responding to somebody's critique of it, saying that they did not like the fact that they put in there that Black Panther passed away, you know, and then they had that whole funeral thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They should have recast it or whatever. And then the response to that by this Black creator was basically saying, this movie basically was for us. When I'm talking about us, I'm talking about Black folks, if you ask me. And because we had no idea that he was sick, we couldn't grieve and we couldn't be there, you know, like be like, see the process, or, you know, just be like, give hope or anything like that. That was our way of grieving. That was giving us a chance to actually grieve, you know, to see that whole thing go out. I was like, the way that he put it, I said, that's exactly what it was. Because when I tell you, bitch, I was sitting in that movie theater crying. I was crying at that scene. And you want to know what really choked me up too? Was when, you know how they put the Marvel logo up and it like be like the page flipping throughout all the comic books or whatever, and it was nothing but Black Panther and Chadwick Boseman, and it was silence. I'm sitting there like this. So y'all gonna start the movie like this? In a way, Shuri was just trying to hurry up and try to find something to cure him, because basically he had got sick. He got sick with something and they could not find a cure for it, you know. And that whole time she was trying to find a replica of, trying to recreate the purple herb you know, Purple Heart, what was it called? The Purple Heart or whatever. The shit that gave the Black Panther the power of the fucking Black Panther, bitch. Okay, that they burnt all up in the first one. Oh, kill my grass. You know, they did all that shit, bitch, okay? And I was just like, oh my God, I realized that that's what it was that they was trying to figure out. It took me to like halfway through the movie. I said, bitch, that's what y'all was trying to figure out. Girl, I'm thinking you was trying to find a cure for what was going on with him. No, they was trying to, because that was what was healing him. You know, that's what brought him back the last time. I was like, oh my God. And then Shuri gave off. I'm not, let me get off the depressing stuff. Cause y'all know I gotta be funny. From one lesbian to another. It ain't Shuri that's gay or that was giving off those teas. It was Letitia, right? Okay, the lady that played her. I don't know if she is, but she was either giving off lesbian vibes or I feel like it was more so androgynous. That's what she was giving off. I would say that. Okay, she was very androgynous. Okay, and I was feeling it. You know, I was like, go ahead and do your thing, girl. And she was showing the sadness, but still trying to go ahead and get through life. You know what I'm saying? Baby, but when no more, and them, I'm calling them mer people. When the ancient Mayans came through, girl, I know somebody gonna be like, that's not what it is, that's not. But y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. No more, okay? Listen. Girl, when them people came up there, I said, oh my God, where you come from? How the fuck did you get up into Wakanda? I said, now, bitch, y'all ain't put the vibranium all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. Y'all ain't do that. Y'all did not think about that. I said, now, how the fuck did y'all get through? Bitch, because we got vibranium too. I said, God damn it, that's what they was using to light up the goddamn city. I said, oh my God. And then when they was fighting on that goddamn bridge, first of all, the girl that they took from, what's her name, Riz or whatever. Baby, I'm getting all these names wrong. Don't even fucking mind me, okay? But, oh, girl, the little college student, baby, they had, one of the best scenes to me was when the mer people, I know they ain't mer people, but I'm calling them, when, Halle people was out there in the water, Little Mermaid people was out there in the water. I've been wanting to say that forever, okay? Ever since I started. I said, this is, Halle, go get your people and tell them to calm the fuck down, okay? Damn, we're supposed to come together as a people, okay? We are minorities. We are not supposed to be going against each other. We need to team up so we can go against the real enemy, okay? And that is all these other fucking nations, the palm color ones, okay? That's trying to use our resources to make weapons of mass destruction, okay? We don't need to be going at each other. We need to team up and become powerful with each other. That's what we need to do. I was getting so mad at that part throughout the whole movie. I said, why are y'all fighting each other? Come together. Come together. That's how I feel about the world with all the minorities. We don't need to be having all this hate against each other, you know, because some of y'all hate black folks when y'all should be on our team. Because the same people that hate us hate y'all sometimes. Okay? Like, come together. Let's spread love. You know, if we all come together, we can just be powerful. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was a message. All right. But when they was out there in that ocean on that goddamn sea liner, okay, and them people came up in there and they was trying to dig for the fucking vibranium down in the ocean, and our people, well, our other people came through, right? You know, the sea people that came through, and they was just making all them noise or whatever. They was being sirens, okay? Hypnotizing them motherfuckers with the noise, with the music and everything, having them jump off the fucking bridge and everything. I said, oh my God, what is going on? And then when they jumped up, I said, y'all better fucking do that. I was here for them. Baby, I thought I was going to be on their side 100%. Okay? I seen what y'all was doing. I seen this the people that we supposed to go against. But baby, when y'all went against Wakanda, and I said, this what we doing? No, we're not gonna do that. I want to root for you, but you're not going to go against my people. Our people. We both got vibranium. Let's put it together. You know, we trying to protect that shit. We ain't got one common goal. Okay, like, come on, let's get this together. You know what I'm saying? But when they brought down that helicopter after that bitch thought she was gonna get away, girl, I was here for it. I said, drown them. Okay, that's what you gotta do. Drown them, bitch. And I was just like, that's what you get. That's what you get. Meanwhile, I ain't like the colonizer. What is his name? Baby, I done seen Black Panther so many times, and I still don't know these people's names. How the fuck? Y'all know the agent that's on our side. Reed. His wife, a bitch. The way that she played him at the end, I said, oh my God. No wonder why he divorced your ass. I don't even care if you divorced him. I'ma say he divorced you and it was needed, bitch. You put your job before him, and you really just like a climber. You don't put the rightness, okay? You don't even think about, what if what they're telling me is wrong and we really looking at things the wrong way? You know what I'm saying? She wasn't looking at it like that. She wasn't looking at it like that. She was just thinking about being powerful and shit up in the government. I said, girl, really? Girl, really? Ew. You know, the way she came walking onto the scene like this. I said, who the fuck is this bitch? I was really bad, girl. I was really bad. I said, who the fuck is this bitch? Okay, she got some goddamn nerves. Girl, when they went and got that girl that's the scientist who built that machine that was trying to get the vibranium down at the bottom, and kind of found out she was 19. Now, she was giving me les tease, okay? I ain't gonna lie. You know, from one lesbian to another lesbian, I can spot a lesbian most of the time, and it was giving very much that. Is she supposed to be Ironheart? Because, you know, she built that suit or whatever. And I was like, come on, Iron Man Jr. or whatever. You know, I was like, I already seen this before. So what's this? You supposed to take over? Because that's what it was given. You know, I ain't never read the comic books like that. So y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. And please don't get up in this goddamn video and try to be so fucking technical. Baby, this is for shits and giggles and just my opinions and how I remember shit, okay? I'm not trying to be technical or nothing, okay? If you know me, y'all know how I do, all right? We having fun over here. I had a good time. Bitch. Now, when they went to go get the scientists, because Nomar said, you going to have to get the scientists or we going to take over. We going to fuck y'all asses up. I said, oh. And when we found out the way how he got his wings and how he can live off land without breathing, because we saw his people, they had like the mask on with the water so that they could still breathe in the water and all that shit. When they come on Earth, when they come on land, they turn blue. But when they underwater, they regular color people. You know what I'm saying? But see, Nomar, he, child without love, okay? He, you know, you needed somebody to really love you because you wouldn't be doing this. But anyway, he can live comfortably on land and water, okay? And they get the history of his people and how he did that. Baby, he old as shit. He ancient, you know what I'm saying? He back in the Mayans, you know what I'm saying? You know, the ancient Mayan civilization, that has always fascinated me. I probably looked at so many documentaries on that. Y'all remember the Mayan calendar when they said that the world was going to end in 2012? That didn't happen, but thank God, okay? But it damn near is. Trump is running for president again, so there we go. Meanwhile, you know, they try to get the scientists, okay? Girl, they trying to get the scientists, and then at this point, they had this little fight scene on the bridge and everything. They was taking each other out, bitch. I said, oh my God, this is too much, but I loved it, right? And then, you know, Siri like, don't take her because she was young. She don't want her to get killed. Take me. And so she offered for herself to go, right? And, you know, because of that, and Okoye, you know, she let that happen because she said, bring Siri on this journey with me. She can come on this little task, this little thing with me or whatever. Queen Mother didn't really want that, you know. And she was very much against it. And so now that Suri is like captured, quote unquote, because she offered herself, she blamed Okoye. And I just really wasn't here for that because even though technically I get it, but Suri offered herself. You know what I'm saying? Shuri offered herself. And Queen Mother was like, bitch, you're stripped. You're no longer the head general. You're finna go back to civilization. That scene really hit me. I was like, when that shit happened, bitch, I was sitting up in the movie theater like, Queen Mother, what? You're doing too much. Now, maybe I know you're grieving or whatever. I know you're going through it. But, mama, you're doing a little bit too much. Okay? You're being a little bit too much. You got my girl up here crying. And I didn't like the way that they was coming at her. Talking about her hair was ashy. And then M'Baku, he coming up there talking about something, you bald-headed demon. Bitch, that did make me laugh. But I still was like, why y'all keep coming for her? Why y'all keep coming for her like that? Okay? Meanwhile, they had to go get Lupita, okay? She was up in Haiti. I said, wait a minute, is that really how y'all say Haiti? Okay, and that wound up being the thing, that's what got her to come back to Wakanda because she didn't come to the funeral, and so she go up there and she get Shuri and the scientist. And then when they found out what was going on, baby, they wreaked havoc on goddamn Wakanda. Them motherfuckers was fucking Wakanda up. I mean, goddamn. I said, we got to do better than this. We got to do better than this because y'all can't just let this shit happen, okay? They said, bitch, we don't know what to do right now. I mean, flooded that motherfucking city like it wasn't nothing. I said, god damn. Bitch, it was just a lot. And when Queen Mother died, that took me by surprise because I just wasn't ready for it. And I just didn't know that it was going to happen. I don't read the comics, bitch. I was just like, oh my God. I said, Angela, wake up. I said, lift your head up so you can breathe like that. She was up in the water like this. I said, oh my God. We just buried the Black Panther and you gonna die too? I said, oh my God. So what are we gonna do? 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 They said, bitch, life goes on and Shuri, you gotta do the damn thing. Shuri wound up finding the fucking actual thing to get the that damn purple heart back or whatever, purple herb back. And she found the Black Panther, bitch. She found the Black Panther. I said, all right. Now see, this girl, she was giving me those teas again when she came out to be the Black Panther and she had her hair braided back. I was sitting here looking like this. Girl, you look like a baby stud, a baby stem. That's what she looked like, okay? I was like, oh my God, look at you, girl. Hey, fam. But it was cute. Michaela Cole's little character up in there. So, it was a little controversy about that. Somebody did ask me, did I think that it was queer baiting? Because, they implied that, they only showed literally 2 seconds the fact that, Michaela Cole's character was a lesbian. And she was with one of the warriors or whatever. And that's was shown at the end when she was like, thank you, my love. I was like, yeah, On the one hand, I said no because it wasn't like it was being implied throughout the movie, but I get where they're coming from with queer baiting because, I mean, they could have expounded on it and could have showed us a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is. When the shit happened at the end, like I said, I'm not going play by play. I'm going by the parts that I loved for real, and that stuck out to me, but the shit that happened at the fucking end, baby, when M'Baku got punched in the fucking chest, that shit, I said, God damn, nigga, can you breathe? I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead, bitch. Oh my God. I said, you knocked that big nigga out. Okay, he was laying there like, I said, yeah, breathe, nigga. Breathe. Whew, that's how you do it, bitch. Girl, but at that very end, girl, when we found out that T'Challa and Lupita had a baby, and he got a Prince T'Challa, I said, when he was like, I am Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa of Wakanda. I said, oh my God, what's going on? What is going on, bitch? It's gonna be some shit in part 3, bitch, because Nomar, oh girl, I don't trust old girl that was with Nomar, okay? Because Nomar, she came up there and she was like, bitch, why the fuck you fucking around with these people all of a sudden? They tried to come through and they can come down here and take our shit. She was like, listen, Shuri could have killed my ass, but she didn't. You know what I'm saying? She didn't. When we was fighting and she tried to dry my ass out, she could have killed my ass, but she didn't. And guess what? You want to know why she did it? Because, listen, Wakanda ain't got no allies. And you know they gonna need some allies, and they need us as an ally when the motherfuckers come try to get that vibranium, okay? So it's gonna work to our advantage. I don't trust that girl though, because I feel like she probably gonna try to go against him or try to go against Wakanda because she don't fuck with Wakanda because she over them asses, all right? But when y'all see, baby, the Getcha Gotcha was when Killmonger popped up when Shuri went under to try to see the ancestors, and she thought she was gonna either see T'Challa or the Queen Mother, baby, and it was Killmonger. I said, oh shit, bitch. Y'all is related, so I mean, you did see the ancestor, and she came back angry as shit. I said, oh, look at Killmonger Jr. I said, Michael B. Jordan. All right. Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, now see, they did the little preview for Creed. That was the first preview that I saw for Creed 3. Now, I ain't never seen Creed 1 or 2. Never had the fucking desire to. But baby, Creed 3 looks kind of good. So I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a day and I'm going to go and watch the first two movies. Because I do want to see Creed 3 all of a sudden. I said, oh my God. And then Jonathan Majors is in every fucking movie just about coming out next year. I said Creed 3, Ant-Man, you know, it's another movie that he gonna be up in. I said, motherfucker, get your money, bitch, and get your name out there, okay? You better do that. All right, but y'all tell me the parts that y'all loved about Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. The funny parts, the sad parts. I liked it. If you ain't like my review of it, I don't care, okay? Because I liked it. And I was just talking my shit. Like I said, I haven't read the comic books like that. I started, but I haven't got that far into the comic books. Because I did at one point wanted to read all of them, but it's so much. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to the third one. I'm looking forward to the third one, and I'm definitely finna buy this movie when it comes out like I did Black Panther. I don't even care if it goes on streaming. It's gonna be a collector items, okay? But you guys tell me how y'all felt about everything that I talked about in this video. This is a long-ass video. I might split it up, but then again, I probably won't. You know, y'all will have the weekend to look at the whole thing. But y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.